What's up, heroes? My name is Sylarclone, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. Going to be changing things up a little bit here. Going to go back and forth and narrate Aswad Dickwhistle as needed rather than doing it all the time, because to be honest with you, it was kind of messing with my voice a little bit. So we're in transit, we're off of Telos, kind of taking a look around, and we're going to just talk with everyone here before we head on out to look for the old Jedi Masters. So we're going to start with Bao-Dur.
Need something?
Well, we know we could build a lightsaber. Yeah, what do we want to say here? What have you been doing since the war ended?
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
Yeah, settling down's kind of a rough thing. I did the same thing.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
All too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything.
Zerka kind of tends to do that, but they pay well.
On my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
Let's see here. I think taking out Zerka single-handedly might be a little out of your hopes. It's good to have you around again. You know what? It's good to have you around. I missed you, buddy.
It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
Where'd you get the remote? I'm wondering, why is this thing constantly flying around?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now.
He holds up well.
What I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
It's kind of like me with T3. What does it do?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs.
Can we try it at Atton?
I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
What do you think about... How'd you lose your arm, actually? I want to know.
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one.
Fair enough. Oh, I bet that was fun.
I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost.
You got that cool-ass arm in Malachor.
Something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
What about Telos? What are you thinking?
If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to undermine the Ithorians' efforts, Telos will remain dead. I can't take seeing my work being used by those bloodsuckers. But there's nothing I can do about it, so let's talk about something else. Something else I can help you with?
Well, you just asked if I could help with something else. No, I think we're good. We still need to get lightsaber parts. Okay. Workbenches here. Let's see what we're taking a look at, because the Handmaidens joined us. See what I might be able to upgrade. Nothing that can go in here for now. It doesn't look like we have anything that we could really use to upgrade that. What about this? Probably not just yet, because I tried that before. I don't have that classification, which is fine. We'll continue on. I don't think we need to upgrade anything just yet. T3's not in here, which is unusual. We have the Handmaiden in here. I don't think there's all too much. The secret compartment looks to be still here. How about we pick it open and see if we can get there? Boom. There's a Jedi robe in here. What are these defensive gauntlets? That's kind of got me interested. Zerka defensive gauntlets. Let's see. A defensive +1. Do I even have anything on like that? Strength for a +2. Not too bad. Not too bad, but I probably don't need that. So these defensive I can't even put those on because I need medium weapons. Never mind. Not good for me, but might be good for someone else. Let's go ahead and talk to the handmaid and see what she has to say. She just kind of stowed away and joined us. What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, My body and my reflexes will be prepared.
I
That,
kind of hate
and
to
I
tell
have
you, but you're
forgotten
just
how long
standing here.
hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
Oh, here? No one has sanity. You can always play Pazak with Atton.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
At cards?
That too.
Well, let's see. It's gonna be a short journey if everyone's watching to see if we're gonna kill each other.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris.
He's good
Atris
people.
believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Oh, he still does. He definitely does. Is that why Atris was siphoning power to the Telos Academy?
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved.
Doesn't
The
seem
teachings
like
of the
it.
Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos.
Aha. And Atris thought Bao-Dur was the key to saving Telos.
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life.
I can't
His
say I
stance,
blame him,
in many
though.
ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders. And like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
Hey, we're not gonna push that button right now. Let's see. It's not your concern. You never understand hidden away in your academy listening to some shutta who never fought in the wars. Maybe you'd like to explain why Atris is siphoning power? Yeah, why is Atris siphoning power? I'm not dropping this.
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings
You're
of the
repeating
Academy
yourself.
must be preserved,
She's brainwashed
even
you.
if it draws strength from Telos.
Aha. I have other
Let me
questions.
ask.
Did she ever mention me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
What can I say? I'm just a bad boy. Going to war was necessary, though.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts.
She doesn't know what
And
she's
she told
talking
us
about.
Why you fell to the dark side.
How? And why is that?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
That doesn't explain why I stopped fighting after the war.
Atris says when the Darklord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Yeah, anything else? But it's untrue. Atris is entitled to her opinion, no.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Oh, what's that foundation?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
What does her heart say?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Oh, well. And if I fought Atris, then this might make the truth come out. So if I crushed Atris' skull on the floor, that might get to the heart of the matter. I do like that idea. That sounds a lot of fun.
I do not think the battle would go as you describe, but in essence, yes. In
Oh,
battle,
well, give
the
me
words are
2 or
swept
3
away,
levels. I'll be fine.
giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
Okay.
Let me ask.
Let's see. Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris' service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence.
I just want to
not
know
my
your name.
I take value in Atris' service, not in myself.
Atris isn't here. Value yourself as well.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
Aha. There's some truth in what you say. Is that your judgment of me? Are you making some comment about me turning from the Jedi Code? Do you think I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi? Are you making a comment about me turning from the Jedi Code?
Nothing except that which you have interpreted.
Aha. And do you think I lost myself then?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
Aha. Oh, all right. Why am I letting you stay?
I meant no offense, but the question remains. If the question angers you, oftentimes there is a reason for such anger.
It's my bloodlust for battle. What else can I ask you?
You may ask.
Good. Well, she hasn't got anything more from here. What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be.
Oh, you're repeating yourself.
If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
Aha. Other questions?
You may ask.
What about Atris?
I do not wish to speak of her to you. Her actions are her own, and to reveal to you if she sees fit.
Aha. Dark and light side points.
Yes?
I'm not done yet. Gotta ask some
You may
questions.
ask.
Why do you look different?
I honor the face of my mother.
You look different than your sisters, tell me.
Usually spoken of in the company of others.
So you have a different mother, but the same father.
I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so.
Oh, did I touch a nerve?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust.
So I touched
There
a
is
nerve.
no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
Well, man. Fine.
You may ask.
Whatever you say. Why you call the Handmaidens?
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the Handmaidens.
You are the last of them.
I am the last of the Handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Your skill is impressive, as is your devotion to your training. If you are distracted and disciplined, then you deserve your rank. Forget it. Your skill is impressive. You trained. She beat me.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted.
By what?
Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand.
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
Battle is not the only truth of the Jedi teachings. I believe it is the farthest thing from it. Combat is not the Jedi way, and it is not my way. Is this what occupies your thoughts? To lose those combat techniques would be tragic indeed. When the methods to inflict violence on others are limited, it weakens us all. And would you preserve it? Is this what occupies your thoughts?
To the Ichani, battle is a means of communication. It is an art in the truest sense of the word. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to their cause. Combat is the best way to communicate with others. So you'd consider slaughter a means of expression? I agree. Shows how far you're willing to go for your goals. Devotion, I prefer obstinance to a cause and a master. So you'd consider slaughter a means of expression.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke
You
through
look into
battle
this a
and
lot.
tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
Revan and Malak were driven only by the dark side. Force drove Revan to do what he needed to be done, and that is it. What do you think Revan was saying? I would not ascribe too much poetry to their hate and violence. What do you think he was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master.
Revan
What
was a
stronger display
badass.
than death, for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed.
Oh,
would have
yes.
wished to have been
He'd
there
be
for that
angry, too.
final exchange
I'd be angry if
and
my
seen the
students
truth
struck
of
me
their
down.
conflict with each other.
They were driven by the dark side.
But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not? If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true.
All right, well,
ask.
let's move on here. Well, I think that's everything. Never mind. Light side. Ew. All right, well, let's see how we look in here. We're still mostly aligned to the dark, which is good. Now that +2 is coming from my gauntlets. I'm just looking over my stats here. Constitution's looking good. That's fine. Let's go work our way around. I keep hearing T3, which is fine. Yo, old woman.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
There are 3 other people on here besides you and me. One flies the ship, the other repairs it. Get off my back. Only as many as I need, and only as many as will sacrifice themselves to me. It's not my fault if they follow me. As many as want to come with us and help us. It's not my fault if they follow me.
Is it? Perhaps you are wrong.
Eat me.
They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
So why are you here? I deserve such obedience from them and you. What makes you think they obey me? They're my friends, not my followers. I'm no leader. I deserve such obedience from them and you.
You deserve nothing, but you have earned such obedience, yes. They are tools, you are right. More than you know.
That
I
means
am
you're a
not
tool
blind.
too.
I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Does the fact they obey me upset you? Why are you angry? How do you know that? Why are you angry? Does that fact upset you?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard.
So you know your
They
place.
obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more.
The Dark
They
Lord of the
notice what has been
Sith.
happening. Have you felt it in them?
Maybe. Something happening to them? No, what? What?
They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against.
I am the greatest
Watch them
example,
carefully.
that's true.
See their patterns and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
So if I'm amassing weapons, why are you angry about that? You have a point, and I will reflect upon this. What about you? And they're my friends, not tools. What about you?
I am but a mirror whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see.
You're one ancient mirror. I will think upon how my allies may be used then.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others.
Yeah, now
That
get
was
your ass in
Revan's
gear.
way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean? I had other questions. I've heard enough. Forget it. Never mind. You're crazy. What do you mean?
A discussion, perhaps, for another time.
Hey. Okay. Other questions?
Ask, and I will answer.
You better. You don't seem to like the Handmaiden. Why?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
Have I touched a nerve on this one? I trust her. She's here to help us, and allies should stand together. She has offered to help us, so show her the same respect I show you. Well, that's not going to happen. I show no respect. We could drop her off at the next planet. Then perhaps we should start talking about it, and I simply eliminate her. I had other questions. We could drop her off on the next planet, though. We could drop her off.
No, she may have her uses. I will abide her presence, and so should you.
What? What is wrong with you? Make up your mind. Are you going to abide by her presence or just be pissed off the entire time? You make no sense. Why do you say that, though?
Because Atris is a threat.
Not
And as
one that's
much
going
as
to
she
be a
will try to use
terrible
us
threat for
against
too
you,
long.
So may we use her servants against her. Do not
I could
see
strike her
every
down
enemy
without her
as an
servants.
enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
I knew that. I don't see her as an enemy, and neither should you. I will keep that in mind and watch the Handmaiden carefully. Agreed. We need every tool we can to get Atris. If Atris tries anything, we do need tools. She'll never expect it.
That is the most to be
Excellent.
done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will in time.
That's kind of how things go.
Ask, and I will answer.
What's wrong with your eyes? Kreia, what are you? Are you a Jedi? A Sith? Did you know Atris at all? I had some questions about how Revan amassed such a huge force against the Republic. Did you know Revan? Do you know anything about the Sith who pursues us? Well, what's wrong with your eyes?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question.
That's kind of what I
all
mean.
that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
So you're blind. There might be a way to heal your sight.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight. But sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time.
Did
You
you
must
ever
learn to
come
see
to
crude
think
matter for what it
that
is
if you had
before
your
the veil
eyes,
is lifted?
you might still have your left hand?
Ask, and I will answer.
What are you, a Jedi, a Sith, crazy old woman? Did you know Atris?
I know
sense
her
some
as much
hostility.
as I know any Jedi. If you have other questions, you may ask those, but on Atris, I can provide you no answers that you cannot find on your own.
You're absolutely no help. Let's see if I get any influence from talking to her. Aha! And more Darkside, which is great. So we're going to go back here and go and talk with her. Again, now that we have some influence, maybe we'll be able to get some more.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its mark upon you. Be warned. The highest of mysteries cannot be found by falling to the dark side. It is a quick path, and often a short one. But I
That was a quick response that I was not expecting.
Unrest. Such things will erode your strength.
What? Why do people in our journey trouble me with these indignities? These fetching missions, this servant work? I'm anxious for the chance to test my power against something greater. There's no way to display my strength when the galaxy is filled with begging fools unable to solve their own problems. Good. I wish to fight and fight things stronger.
They sense the trappings of power and decision upon you. Their lives are static, trapped, and they see one who carries no such chains.
This fetch and carry, this servant work is beneath me. They are fools, and dealing with them is a waste of time. We have more important things to do. In begging for aid, they show their weakness and deserve death. We have more important things to do.
Then you have learned nothing.
Or I've
From
learned
such small
everything.
things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make.
Really?
Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them.
Can I
And
leave
I would
you?
view the ones you travel with much the same way.
They're my loyal companions. I will not harm them. I will never abandon my friends in such a way. I do not turn on my allies like the Jedi turn on their own during the wars. I don't turn on my allies.
So you may think, but it will be best to strike first. Your allies are allies by circumstance, and they will not hesitate to do the same to you if you continue down your path.
Bao-Dur
Do you know
won't
why
hesitate.
Those we meet display such weakness? As I said, their lives are static, untested.
Why are you
It
answering
is
your
only
own
through
question
interaction,
if you're
through
going
decision
to ask
and
me the
choice,
question anyways?
through
You ask why you
confrontation,
answer it.
physical or mental, that the Force can grow within you. You have seen it. You have felt it within you as you have traveled with me. The growing anger, the rage, and the power it brings. Yet the power does not build without such struggle. Through small cruelties.
Yeah, the struggle is I
greater
have
ones
to
are
talk
born.
to you afterwards.
Ask, and I will answer.
All right, now can you tell me about Atris?
I know her as much as I
No.
know any Jedi.
Well, fine. Oh, I lost influence. That's why. Lame.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Always. Can you teach me more about the Force? I don't have a lightsaber to learn. Yes, and I need some answers. Teach me the ways of the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
The bond we share. I wish to know more. I want to build a lightsaber. Any lightsaber forms? Force forms, yes. More Force.
Very well. Of which did you wish instruction?
Yes. Just teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
I want to build a lightsaber.
Indeed. A Jedi tool and a Sith weapon. And why do you need such a thing?
Because it's better than the vibroblade I have. To defend you and my allies, because I feel naked without it, it represents power, and it can help me slaughter enemies quicker, faster. Lightsaber is the most powerful weapon a Sith can wield. That is reason enough. No, it represents power, and I like power.
Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. For the male, it seems to have an inordinate importance. But we shall leave such
joke?
male preoccupations for philosophers and cultural historians. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are.
Okay, but how do I make one? Want to teach me more about the Force? How do I make one?
The knowledge has already been imparted to you. Upon our journey, the pieces shall fall into place.
Got it. Teach me more about the Force, then.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
It's our bond. I wish to know more about it.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us.
Then how about this? You stay in the ship and shut your mouth. What about when we fight on our journey? Does this bond have any advantages? Does it have any advantages that we can exploit?
It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
Ooh, a Force chain ability. That sounds nice. When either of you uses a Force power on yourself, the other gains the benefit as well. That's a nice thing to have in combat. I'm thinking here, get Kreia to teach us, or get Kreia to know and level up all these boost abilities, and then I just use them rather than having to do it on myself, so then I could just do more damage. She kind of supports, and here you go. Here's a boost. Oh, you need a shield? Here's a shield. Oh, you need to heal? Here's a heal. You'll be fine.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
Example A, your left hand. Let's see. Never mind, I'll be going now. Yay, more Darkside points. Still nowhere, but...
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Yeah, let's see what else we'll be able to do. Let's see. I wish to learn lightsaber combat.
That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber and a proper sparring partner.
I probably could have... Okay, what other kind of training can you offer then?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
I had questions about Revan. How did he amass such a huge force?
A discussion, perhaps, for another time.
Okay. I'm going to leave her alone then. Apparently, I have gone through all the influence that I possibly can. Okay, working our way back up. Got to talk to the HK unit. If I remember right, we do have something. This looks like a remnants of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the ones you encountered on Paragus. The power core still carries a charge, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. I do have a control cluster. Success. Ever closer to getting that thing. Where's T3? I wish to see if there's anything I could do for him. I feel like I hear him, but that's just the light. There you are, buddy. Hey, man, what's going on? Could you please stop moving around the ship? How do you know where that HK droid came from? How's the Ebon Hawk? Can you give me a list of the Jedi Masters? Mind if I upgrade your memory core? Ready for some routine maintenance. Ready for some routine maintenance? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, I'll make this quick. Okay, seems like I don't have enough points for it. Oh, maybe I should have replaced this part before closing you up. I was wondering why the front panel wasn't closing all the way. Is that your paid processor? I thought I shut that off before we started work. I was wondering why this front panel wasn't closing all the way. All right, we'll try again later. Can I try upgrading your memory core again? All right, let's take a look. And another failure. That's okay. I just don't think I have everything up enough. Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe that control cluster wire I cut. I always get those confused. All right, we'll try again later. See if I can get a programming spike. All right. We'll get going. Doesn't look like we could really do anything more with T3. We've done enough from the last couple of times we've talked to him. That then leaves Atton.
Look, I know we've been through some rough times so far, but you need to stop letting it get to you.
What are you talking about? I'm fine. Do my features trouble you? Your concern is touching and insulting. If my appearance bothers you, then leave. I had some other questions. Do my features trouble you?
Well, the signs are starting to show. You don't look like you've slept in weeks. Or a year.
Okay. Oh! I'm wondering if he's noticing me turn to the dark side. That'd be interesting. Oh, well, I got some questions.
All right. What did you want to know?
Can you teach me to play Pazak? I already know how to play Pazak. Never mind. Are there any other questions?
Something up?
Let's see.
All right. What did you want to know?
All he wants to do is play Pazak. Well, that's interesting. Either way, let's go to our map then. We've then gone ahead and talked with everybody. So we could go back to Citadel. I don't want to do that. Paragus is kind of blowed up, so there's no way of going back there. So we have the option to go to Onderon, Nar Shaddaa, Korriban, or Dantooine. You know, just for the sake of this is the Sith Lords, let's start all the way, go to the Sith planet of Korriban. Sounds like a good place to start everything. Take off into hyperspace, maybe see some combat once we touch down, of course. The beautiful Sith planet of Korriban. In all of its glory. Oh, we're just going to touch down right in the middle of the Valley of the Sith Lords. Interesting. Already a change from KOTOR 1 where we have to touch down at a landing pad. Although with the Sith being mostly destroyed, it would make sense.
We've hit the ground. This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
An adequate job, pilot. Perhaps here there is some trace of those who pursue us. I sense that we may be truly alone on the surface.
There are signs of life on the surface. Beasts by the dozen. So don't worry, you won't be quite as lonesome as she makes out.
Ooh,
you might want to keep
time
your,
to fight some stuff.
lightsaber sharp. Or do whatever you do in these situations.
No lightsaber,
Although I think
rude.
that the pilot's mechanical devices are probably accurate. If there are Sith here, their numbers are few and they are hidden. There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old academy.
That sounds like a good place. Do you think there are any Sith living here?
As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith Lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here. You should go to the ruins of the old academy.
You've already
If
said
there are
that.
any traces here of Sith, that is where they would be.
What happened here?
It was said that Revan intended to return to Korriban to subdue any potential Sith insurgents, but Revan disappeared. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force here to deal with any Sith that may have remained. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith turned on each other, vying for what little power remained. The
Sounds like
Republic
the
found
weaklings.
evidence that several Sith lords escaped Korriban, fleeing to remote sections of the galaxy.
All right, let's head out.
If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me.
Why won't you come with me? Very well, stay here. Keep the engines primed in case we need to leave quickly. I don't want your company anyways. Why won't you come?
I cannot. This place is strong with the dark side. It is difficult to center myself here. Korriban holds few secrets from me, but much that you should learn.
Doesn't look that bad. Not afraid. Very well, stay here. It doesn't look that bad. I'm not afraid.
Perhaps not. But I would caution you to guard your feelings carefully here. Korriban attacks the spirit and the body, and there have been few who can fight its power.
So it'll make me stronger. Very well. Keep the engines primed in case we need to
I will
leave.
remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed. The Academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful. Dark.
She is all sorts of no help right now.
And even the
Absolutely
fallen
not.
Sith live still.
You know, she's saying, I won't do anything here on Korriban, but don't worry, I'll meditate. And I'll talk to you as I need you. Okay. So, no Kreia this time. I'm going to take Bao-Dur because he's going to be good to get into things. And we'll take the Handmaiden. Yes, this is the party configuration I want. Handmaiden's going to help more in combat so I can stay back and kind of do what I need to. Walk out looking badass in the robe.
The structures you see around you
Will
are
you
the
get out of
plundered
my head?
tombs of the ancient Sith lords. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force.
So go in them.
However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak. And so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
Alright, levels up. Handmaiden, actually. Then we'll get her equipped with some stuff. We'll keep her just on the fact that I believe she's a soldier class. There we go, I could tell just by looking at her right away. And probably weapon proficiency, melee weapons. Sounds like a good thing, but we'll venture down here to regenerate vitality. That sounds much better than anything else we could possibly use. Couple more levels. Attributes. Well, she's got a very high dexterity, too. I think I'm going to keep funneling points into that. Then I'll give her finesse melee weapons here. Still, again, into treat injury. Just keep her with the healing so she can heal herself up with med packs. Then finesse melee weapons. So that either my dexterity or strength bonus to the chance to hit, whichever is higher. In this case, it'll be dexterity. Plus, then it'll help her defense. So when she does get hit, it's going to be a little easier. Skills again. More treat injury. Feats now probably master power attack. Nah, we're going to go master 2-weapon fighting. Just to get that maxed out. Get her in a two-handed... 2 weapons or a single-handed weapon. I think I'm just going to do a double-sided weapon on her right away. Sounds like that'll end up doing the most, so we're going to reduce that penalty. She still has one more. Okay, still along the same lines. And I think then here we're going to do Master Power Attack. Now, we'll still hold up. We'll do Master Toughness, just to keep getting her more health. Further fortified against damage, the character gains an additional +1 vitality each level up for every level up before. 1 vitality granted by toughness, and 10% damage resistance granted by improved toughness, which is this one right here. Subtracts 10% of any damage over 20 points suffered. So still very, very good. So we're going to just max that out right away. And apparently still keep going. She's got a lot of catching up to do. which then means we'll do this time. No need to go much further, at least for now. That's going to be the end for her. She's running the Handmaiden's staff. What's that look like? It is not upgradable, but it's got a good defense bonus, and I like that. So we'll hold off with that. That's fine. I don't have any belts. My dexterity bonus... What's my defense bonus here? I don't remember off the top of my head. My defense bonus, extra bonus is 3, so I have to keep that in mind when equipping stuff. So I can put on this heavy alloy suit. Max dexterity, it'll still work out here. Max dexterity of 4. Sith battle suit would be pretty good on her as well. Which I think I might end up putting on instead. Just because it gives that better defense bonus here. Yeah, that'll work. Because that gives us a lot of room to grow still. Then give her an energy shield. Because why not? I can give her the Zerka defensive gauntlets, more to her defense. I don't think this is going to... anything mask-wise is going to be good on her just yet. Give her the combat implant just for the immunity to criticals. And I think that's all we can really put on her now. She looks good in that. She thick.
Let's go.
Bao-Dur, you don't need to whisper, buddy. We can murder. I'm just going to start looting.
The broken corpses before you are all that remain of the Sith on Korriban.
That we
I
know
doubt
of.
There is much to be gained from looting these bodies. It would be best to leave them be.
There's plenty to be gained here. Look at all the stuff I gained.
You've disturbed the spirits of this place, and they have sent their guardians.
I can see it. These creatures shouldn't be much of a challenge. What are these guardians? They shouldn't be much of a challenge.
Hisses are enough to humble even an arrogant one such as you. Test yourself if you must, but try not to die.
She's just like, humor me. How many are there? There are 2. How about we focus the one that's right here? Let's not force push that. I'm gonna scream in its face and then hit it. Okay, maybe that wasn't the right option. I barely have any influence in Kreia anyways.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, we just murder this thing. Not really that concerned. I could just keep doing the basic attacks, but I'm gonna do this. I've already queued up enough anyways. So we take it out of its stealth. He's not doing all that much damage. I would have thought they would have. Alright, so I have to choose my options to Kreia a little better. The hisses don't grant anything, but that's fine. I'm going to keep challenging against them. Good experience. Fencing emitter. There's another one. I see it. Since it kind of drained my life, I'm going to drain the life out of this one. Then probably shout in its face and hit it a couple of times. I took a hit. It took a sick. Bao-Dur, you're down already, man? Ah, there's 3 of them. That's why.
Prepare.
These things are vicious, actually. Handmaiden's having a hard time,
Prepare
too.
yourself.
Well, then. I have no problems, but my team has some problems with them. But never fear, the Ebon Hawk is here. Do the quick, you know, jump in here, jump back out to heal up thing. I may have goofed here. I think I may have goofed here. This isn't what we would normally get for healing back up. But okay. Definitely doesn't look good if there's no one around and he's searching. That's definitely not good. Hello? Anybody here? Who dat? Who are you? What have you done to the crew? Prepare to defend yourself, assassin. I don't know who you are, but you won't be alive much longer. Ooh, that is something that I want. And I'm not at full health after that last fight, so... Let's see. What do I have on? I think that'll probably work. I need to trigger that first. I think I'm just going to shout in her face. Then heal. And just lightning her a bunch of times. How about go away? Alright, she got saved off of that. I heal up a little bit. That looks rather effective, so I'm going to keep doing that until I run out of force points. I don't know what she just did, but that's not nice. But I'm not going to question it, because I'm taking very little... I'll hit her once. And drain her life. Then I'm going to hit her and shock her again, because... Shock her once more. That should do it. Yes, the shock does it. Bow to me.
Lightsaber. You've destroyed it.
Why destroying the lightsabers? I want one.
It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
I will not kill you. Arise, but do not attack me again. And what have you to offer more than your life? You pledge yourself to me? I am in need of servants, not corpses. You pledge yourself to me? What do you have to offer more than your life?
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Then why did you come fight me? I think she might actually be dead.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
What's a Miraluka? Is her kind rare? She going to be alright? Will she recover? I have uses for her. What's a Miraluka?
Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about killing one. It'd be tricky.
Killing one? What do you mean? Is her kind rare? She gonna be alright? Killing one?
Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave her.
Hey, she challenged me. Is her kind rare?
I heard they had a colony on the Mid-Rim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Just magic. Maybe she knows. She going to be alright, though? She gonna be alright?
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
And if her condition changes, let me know. I don't want to hurt her. Let me know when she awakens. I have questions for her. I only want her to live long enough for the interrogation. Let me know when she awakens. I have questions. You are useless.
She is a threat to us.
You don't... I won't harm her if that's what you're asking. I trust her more than I trust you. She's useful, and I do not mean to kill her yet. She's useful. I do not wish to kill her yet.
I am not asking that she be harmed or interrogated, but she is of the Sith, and she has attacked us once. She should not be allowed to walk freely on the ship.
That is your opinion. You've scavenged a part of Visas Mar's lightsaber. Nice. Sup. Oh, that's a lot of stuff here. Dark side, light side, net shift, dark side. Emitter, influence gained and lost with the Handmaiden. Okay. Well, that's been a lot of fun. So before we go back out in Korriban, we are going to end the episode here. That was a lot of fun getting back into everything. Wasn't sure we were going to win that fight there, so took a little bit of time. But as always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button down there at the bottom and subscribe for more content like this. And I will see all you heroes in the next video. And don't forget to follow me at Twitter at Sylarclone if you want to stay in touch or just have a chat with me. Been more than happy to talk to you guys there or in the comments section down below. Thanks so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.